Alright, what's up everybody? So yeah, this is the Halls of Reflection encounter guide, and in this video I will guide you through all the boss encounters and ad encounters in the new 5-man Icecrown Citadel instance called Halls of Reflection. Part 1 of this instance is the long-ass intro the Lich King gives, where he just talks about him, his father, the Frostmourne, Lich King, Lady Jane Proudmoore, and I don't listen to it much, but it's pretty cool if you turn your sound on and just listen to it. But yeah, I don't listen to it. But after that's done, part 2 of this instance begins, which are the waves 1 through 5. This instance is a lot like the Violet Hold and the Black Morass. More like the Violet Hold, because the Violet Hold is a lot more compact and a lot more stuck together, so there's not a lot of moving around. So if you're just stuck in one spot like this, the ads just come to you. You need to use line of sight. We didn't use line of sight in this fight, which we should have done. We skated by really luckily since we didn't use line of sight. You're supposed to go into the left or right corners where the bosses are and just hide in the corners and let the ads come to you. It's a lot harder seeing as you're up against a wall, so it's hard to see. But it helps the casters from being far away from you, and helps the tank get aggro on the casters and stuff. These ads are really simple. There's 5 ads that can be summoned: the priest, a warrior, a rogue, a hunter, and a mage. The priest always has to be killed first because the priest can heal. Then after that, you need to kill the hunter and the rogue. The hunter can use freezing traps, freezing arrows, which can freeze your healers, and explosive traps, and some pretty good long-range damage. After you've killed the... Sorry, I'm freaking stuttering right now. I'm really tired. But after you killed the 1 through 5 waves, the FALRIC boss encounter begins, which is the first of the 3 boss encounters in this instance. He's actually really simple. He only does a fear, which does a lot of damage to you while you're being feared. If you look, I have a debuff that increases the amount of damage I take. I think shadow damage. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, it increases the amount of shadow damage you take, and while you're being feared, you take a lot of damage. If you look at the health of my teammates right now, near the end of this fight, we almost wiped. How we survived, I have no clue. We got really lucky. We were so lucky. Just look at the health of our tank when we killed this boss. He was at like 5% health. One hit, and the tank would have wiped. And it might have been a wipe. Who knows? But yeah. After you complete that, part 4 of the instance begins, which are the waves 6 through 10. These waves are exactly the same as these waves 1 through 5. But after you clear these waves, the second boss begins, which is a different boss and has a bunch of different spells. It's actually really simple. Same thing, kill the priest first, and you have to have someone on the priest to interrupt him when he casts his healing spell, which is Dark Mending. It's actually pretty complicated. The waves are more complicated than the actual fights, because you have to stay on the priest the whole time, because the priest will heal. He'll heal himself, and he'll heal the teammates, and so you have to be really ready, and you have to just be really alert and awake, and you can't, be like dozing off like I was. I was spacey as hell. But yeah. So anyway, after you kill the priest, you can go on to the hunter, and then the rogue, and then the mage or the warrior. The mage and the warrior don't cause too much trouble, so you should always just go for the priest and the hunter first. But then after that, you can just go whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. The rogue can stun and use poisons, and the poisons actually do a lot of damage, so you should be careful. Yeah, so that's about it for the waves, and once you complete the waves 6 through 10, part 5 of this instance begins, which is the MARWYN boss encounter. The MARWYN boss encounter is different than the other fight. He has a lot more health. The first boss had about 5 or 600k. This boss has about 8 or 900k. I don't remember exactly, but this boss only knows 2 spells, which is Well of Corruption and I don't know, Flesh Corruption or some shit. Oh, Corrupted Flesh. There we go. Deadly Boss Mods announced it, and I remember the name. I think Corrupted Flesh just does some damage to you. I don't remember exactly, but I know the Well of Corruption increases the amount of damage you take and puts a dot on you. So you should move out of the way of that well, really quickly, because for this fight you have to be a lot more alert. And if you look below my feet, you're gonna see a Well of Corruption come below my feet in a second. As you see, it just appeared, and it didn't give me any trouble because we had a Dispeller on me, and yeah, anyway, it's really simple. If you have Deadly Boss Mods, it'll announce to you when a Well of Corruption is about to come, and when a Corrupted Flesh is about to come, and so you can, you don't have to be, like looking at your feet the whole time to know when there's a corruption below you, or a Well of Corruption. So yeah, we looted him, and we got a cloth helm. I don't remember exactly. wasn't sure. But after you defeat him, part 6, which is the Lich King encounter, well, kind of begins. You run away from him. The Lich King, you're supposed to run away from him because you can't kill him. You're not strong enough, because you're only 5 people and Lady Jane of Proudmoore. But yeah, you have to walk up this hallway, and then and the Lich King is waiting for you up there, fighting Jane of Proudmoore, and then, yeah, she just tells you, he's too strong for me, let's run away, heroes, and all this shit. So yeah, basically what the Lich King does is he chases after you, and whenever he uses this spell, which is like this huge block of ice behind you, he gets a debuff on himself called Remorseless Winter, which slows him down quite a bit. It actually, this actually isn't that hard, but it gets harder as we progress through the ice walls because more and more ads come during each ice wall. It's once you defeat all the ads, the ice wall comes crumbling down, and then you can move on to the next one. There's 4 ice walls, each one with more and more ads. The abominations always need to be killed first because the abominations have a lot of health and they like to do a big AoE, so they need to be faced away from the group. So just have the tank face them away from the group, and whenever they use that AoE, you guys won't take a ton of damage. So yeah, here's the last one. We're running up, and then I'm telling everybody to blow all your cooldowns when the 2 abominations come. As you see, 1 abomination is coming, but I didn't tell them this one. I told them the 2 abominations, because 2 come right now. If you look, 2 abominations just came, 2 more, and now you need to blow all your cooldowns to destroy these abominations before the Lich King reaches you. As you see, we all blew our cooldowns, and we were pretty decently geared. And we blew all our cooldowns, and we destroyed the abominations. And look how close the Lich King gets to us. He was so close to destroying us. He doesn't like kill you once he reaches you. He kills you when he reaches Jane of Proudmoore. Once he kills her, he will use Fury of the Frostmourne, which destroys everything. Does about 1 million damage to everybody around you. Yeah, so that's it. Once you escape the cave, you have to fight off the Lich King. She'll tell you it's a dead end. Now, your last chance is to fight him off, and then so you attack him, and then the Zeppelin the Zeppelin comes and starts shooting rockets at him, and there's a cave in, and he gets trapped in there. And yeah, and then there's a chest on the ship, and you get your loot. So yeah, stick around if you want to watch these wipes. These are just the wipes that I didn't feel like putting into the actual video. These are just some bonus. This is just some bonus footage that I, thought you guys might want to watch. If you do want to watch, you can stick around. If you don't, you can just exit out this video right now, because this is just wipes. And at the very end of this video, I will show you the Lich King using Fury of the Frostmourne when we wiped. He smashes Frostmourne into the floor and does like a cool looking effect and just destroys everything. Yeah, so we're fighting off the waves, and then out of nowhere, it was just completely random. The waves just disappear, and our waves are set, and we have to redo this instance. They just all disappeared. Like, I don't even know how it happened. So we're walking up these stairs, and we see Jane of Proudmoore fighting off the Lich King, and then she has her ice bubble protecting her, and then she says she's too strong for me, so she freezes him. We run away, and she says I can't hold him for long, and then you guys have to start running, and he chases you, and yeah, so it's just like the fight that I explained, and you have to fight off all the ads. We thought we were doing good. This didn't seem too hard to us, so we were just fighting them off like we would any other time. And then it was a really random wipe. There wasn't really anything special about this wipe. It was just random. I mean, I guess the tank died, or the tank had the abominations facing the group, and then it got us wiped, and then the healer couldn't keep up. And yeah, I guess that's the reason we wiped. Yeah, it's incoming. You're about to see the wipe. Yeah, so it was really random. I didn't think we were gonna wipe. We were already at the 3rd gate. I figured we were just gonna, go for it all the way. This is our first attempt. Yeah, so I guess that's it. And we're fighting off the abominations, and a random wipe happens. The tank dies, and once the tank dies, we're done. There's no way we can fight off the abominations now, and we wipe. And this is the Lich King killing Lady Jane of Proudmoore once he reaches her, and I was feigning death. And he uses Frostmourne to drain her soul because apparently Frostmourne hungers. He uses Fury of the Frostmourne, puts a cool animation, and destroys everything. And I actually did die. I figured feign death would save me, but no. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching, and please tell me what you thought of this video in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next video. And yeah, please remember to rate this video whatever you think it deserves. And yeah, see you next video. Later, guys.